everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to make a necklace using some of the beads from the Jesse James Let's Be Mermaids Siren kit. Okay, so Jesse James just put out these little mermaid kits a while back. There was a pink one, which was Coral Queen. There was a purple and black, which was Siren, and then there was a turquoise blue and like teal color, which was really pretty. And I think it was Splash or Surf or something like that. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But anyway, they're really, really cute kits. They came with these little adorable little mermaid tails in them. So here's the little mermaid tails. I actually made this little fish necklace using the Siren kit. And I did a mermaid tutorial as well that I can link to this video using the pink. So the Coral Queen kit. So anyway, really great sets. They're a lot of fun, and if you are interested in purchasing them, I'll put a link in the description box below. You can check it out. So I'm using some things from my own stash in this today as well, and I will show you what I have from each thing. So these rondelles, these 4 little rondelles here, came from the Jesse James Siren kit, as well as these stick pearls and these bicones. So all of this is from the kit, okay? And then I'm including these little shell pieces. Now these are from the Bead store in Jacksonville, North Carolina. They have a website. I will link them in the description box below as well. I've got a few jump rings here, some really thin ones because my chain that I'm using is very thin. And then these are to hook the lobster claw on and for the lobster to hook to. I have a lobster claw clasp. I have these pearl or these shell pieces here. These are really cool, and I just thought they would look really neat on this necklace. So we're going to try those. And then I have some 4mm bicones, just like these black ones here that are 6mm, but these are 4mm. These are from my own stash as well. I've got what should be 2 crimp beads. I'll have to find my other crimp bead. This little shell piece came from the Jesse James Siren kit as well. I've got 2 wire guardians, and I have 2 lengths of 11.5 inches of chain. Now this chain is really tiny. It's like 1.5 to 2 inch lengths, so that's why I have the tiny, tiny jump rings. But these are 11.5 inches each, okay? I have an eye pin, and I have some bead bugs because we're going to be using some tiger tail, and y'all know how I am with my beads falling off my tiger tail. It's an issue. So we got some bead bugs. These can be found like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or just about anywhere, any craft store. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the dangle that's going to hang down on our little pendant piece here. So I wanted to put these white pieces on here, but they will not fit, and I could not find a piece of wire thin enough for them. So we're not going to do that. So you're just going to put your, actually we're going to do this. Put a 4-inch bicone, or a 4mm bicone, a 6mm bicone, and another 4mm bicone. And then we're going to make a wrap loop. So bend this 90 degrees. Come up and over here and around. Rotate your pliers. Go all the way around till you have a loop that looks like this. And then we're just going to grab a hold of the loop. We're going to grab a hold of the wire. And we're going to wrap. And you can make this as messy or as neat. I'm going to get my chain nose pliers to grab it a little bit better. You can make this as messy or as neat as you want the wrap to be. I kind of like them a little bit messy when we're doing nautical things. I don't know, it just seems to fit. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to wrap around several times. And I know you guys are probably thinking, why in the world did she go with copper findings in this? But I thought that this piece right here, this little shell piece, I'm just wrapping my loop and tucking it. But be careful not to break your bicones because they will crack. I thought this finish on this was so cool. It's like a black with a gold wash on it, and it matches perfectly like these copper findings and stuff. They looked really great on there. Okay, so I'm going to take this end of my loop, the end of my eye pin, I'm just going to hang the shell right on here, just like this. Close it back up. You could do that with a jump ring if you wanted to. I'm just going to hang it right on the end there. Okay, so here's what we've got. Now I'm just going to hang this right on my tiger tail. Okay, and I am going to, I was going to put a bead bug on, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to bead up the sides here. Each side I can see what I'm doing. So let's do we want to do a bicone on each one here? Maybe, no, I think we're just going to start with these shell pieces. So I'm going to do a couple on each side, or maybe like 3 or 4 on each side. I'm not really counting as far as like 4 on this side, 4 on the other side. And the reason I say that, my tire tail needs trimmed. The reason I say that is these are really thin. Some are thin, some are thick. I've lost my cutters. Oh, here they are. Okay, sorry guys. I thought I was organized. This is actually the second time I've tried to film this. Yeah, some are thin and some are thick in these little shell pieces. And so if I counted them, then they would end up on there, and my cutters will not cut this tiger tail. Okay. Oh, okay. If I counted them, then I would end up with different widths on either side, is what I'm trying to get around to saying. That's not working out. So I just kind of do it by amount of space. So, like my example here, I've got 4 of these on. Okay, I can put 4 on the other side, and that's fine if it's the same width as these. But if one's really thin or one's really thick, I may have to add another one or take one off. That's what I'm really trying to say, but it's not coming out very well today. This has been a day. All right, there we go. So let me look. And that's about even, okay? So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to start putting these stick pearls on. Now, these stick pearls, I want them close together on here. I tried it with them spaced out quite a bit, and it just didn't look right. So I want them close together, and I think I want to put this guy on this way. Some of them I like the way they hang a little bit better. No, he's got kind of a hole in that side. So let's go back to the other way. I just kind of have to watch how I hang him on. Well, he's going to flip anyway, but he was hanging better the other way. Oh well, we're going to leave it. I could always turn the shell around if I need to. Okay. And we're going to put one of the pearls here on the other side. Just like this. Now I'm going to do some more of the shell pieces. I'm not doing very many in between the pearls. I want these big pearls to hang close to each other. So I'm just doing like 2 or 3 shell pieces in between each one. These shell pieces are so cool. I have no idea what they're called. I guess they're just little pieces of shell, but they look almost like coral the way they're shaped, or little tiny shark's teeth or something. They're really cool. All right, there's another stick pearl. And 2 or 3 more shell pieces. 1 and 2. Okay. Same thing over here. Let's do the pearl. And a few more of the shell pieces. Okay, 1. And then we'll put some other beads on. Okay. There we go. So that's what we have so far. It's very beachy. Okay, I'm going to do a 6mm bicone on either side. Now, do I want to go ahead and do a rondelle, or do I want to do more shell pieces? How many bicones do I have left? Okay. Let's do some more shell pieces. don't know if you guys can hear Sadie. She just came in here and she just sighed so big, like, you know, it's such a hard job to be a dog in this house. She gets up in the morning, she comes in, she's really playful in the mornings, and she'll get up and she'll want to play and, you know, throw the ball for her or whatever, and she rolls around on the bed and wants you to play with her, and then she gets real sleepy and it's nap time, and she'll take a nap. Like, she sleeps most of the middle of the day, so right now is nap time, and she is, I think Chris woke her up a minute ago or something, because she just came in here like she's so insulted, and she laid down and just sighed real big. She's so funny. Alright, so there we go. We've got a few of those. Now I'm going to do the rondelle and a bicone. Like that. Yes. And then some more shell pieces. These are tricky little holes sometimes on these, but these, I think they make this necklace so interesting with the textures and stuff. They just create a really cool texture. Okay, so one more. That looks great. Okay, now I am going to slide this bead bug on here because I'm going to do the other side. And I don't want to dump all of these off. It would take me a while to get them back on there. And you all would be super frustrated with me. So let's do that. Let's put the bead bug on and be safe. Alright, I'll go 3. Let's see how wide that is over there. A couple more. And that's about right. We will add the rondelle and a bicone, the 6mm bicones, and some more shell pieces. If I can even get one on there. I've got my glasses on too, so that makes it really bad. Like I said, this is the second time I've tried to film this video today. The first one was so bad. It had so many mistakes in it, and just, I leave bloopers in a lot because I know you guys like them, but that one was just ridiculous. I just totally gave up. It's like, this is not working. Okay, so here's what I have. I've got a couple more rondelles. I think I will go ahead and put them on because they're really pretty. And yeah, I like them on there. I'm going to add a few more of the shell. And then I'll show you what we're going to do with these cool shell pieces with the frame that are like kind of like a bead frame. So those pieces, that's these right here. They came from the bead shop in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Veronica Hernandez. Shout out to Veronica. She's the owner. And we went down to, it's close to Emerald Island, and we went down there for our anniversary a few weeks ago, and I just happened in there. It was kind of funny because it's a really small town, Jacksonville is, and we got up that morning and I said, I'm going to see if there's a bead shop here, and Chris was like, there is no bead shop here. I said, you don't know that, there may be. And so I Googled it, and sure enough, and we drove up, and I was like, okay, it looks pretty cool. So I got out and went in and gave him the thumbs up that he could take off. And he went to the motorcycle store, but it was an awesome little store, you guys. If you are down that way, or they have an online, they'll do shipping and stuff. So check them out. I will link her in the description box below. But yeah, bead store. And I'm going to go, or the bead shop. The bead shop. I'm sorry. I think I was saying that wrong. I'm going to go down there one of these days and spend the day. I've been wanting to do that, but things have gotten really kind of crazy here. We've been taking care of my in-laws, and they're in their late 80s, and so I haven't got to do it, but I do want to soon. So shout out to Veronica. Okay. So we're going to put this on. Now, this has a hole through all the way from top to bottom in this little frame in the middle. So we're just going to stick the tiger tail in like this. And in a perfect world, you would not have to use your pliers, but like I said, it's been a day. Okay, and I'm going to put, do I want to put these in there? This would be really cool to put in there if I can. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do one of those, one of these bicones. And I need another thin one. Here's a thin one. See if those will go inside there. They may not. I may have to pull them out, but it'd be really cool if they did. Okay, so then what you would want to do, I don't think that's going to work. No, I don't think it is, but let me see. So then you would take your wire. Yeah, it's not going to. Okay, we're just going to do the bicone. It was a nice thought, but it's going to be too hard to get it to work. So we'll go ahead. We'll take this through here. We'll put our bicone on. Just like that. And then you just want to come back down here and feed this wire up through the little frame while you're keeping your bicone on there. Okay, just like that. Put your bead bug on. Trust me, the bead bugs, they're worth it. Okay, now this side, we're going to do the same thing. So taking our wire through here, putting our little bicone on, and then we're just going to take the wire up through, just like that. And here's what we have. So this is the whole focal of our necklace, okay? So now what I want to do is to put a crimp, a wire guardian, and we're going to hook it onto our chain on either side. So I'm going to, do I want to put some more of these on? I don't think I do. Okay, so we're going to put a crimp on. I've just got I believe it's a 3mm crimp. We're going to put our wire guardian in here, go down the other side, and back through your crimp. And I like to go back through a couple of beads, like that frame maybe, and the bicone if I can. If you can't, it's really not a big deal. But if you can, it's okay too. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your wires are not crisscrossing, and mine are. They need to sit side by side because when you crimp this down, they're going to go side by side in two little channels. So I don't know if you can tell in the video, I hope you can, but they're sitting side by side. So I'm going to grab this, pull it up close to my wire guardian, and it's lopsided. Why is it doing that? Sorry guys, I got to get these right or it won't crimp down right. They just can't be crossed. Okay. You can take your wire guardian too if you want to and pinch this together. And a lot of times I do that. I think it makes it look a little neater and it makes it lay a little easier too. Okay. So I've got my two wires, they're side by side. I'm going in here with my crimping pliers, pulling it tight and crimping it down. And as you can see, each one is sitting in its own little channel. Then I'm going to take this vertically and I'm just going to close it up. And it makes the little crimp just close right up on itself. Just fold up in half, okay? So then we're going to take this, and I am going to try to get it to go back down through the bead frame and the bicone if I can. I just feel like it gives it some added security. Okay, and I am going to trim it over here because it'll be hard to get it to go back through those little shell pieces. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to take our crimp, put our wire guardian on, just like this. Go back down through here. Now this side's a little more fiddly because you have to have it pulled tight the whole time. You don't have the slack like you did on the other side to be able to get it to crimp down in there. You just have to, it's got to be pulled tight the whole time. Otherwise your beads will be loose on here and you don't want that. So go ahead and take it. I grab a hold of my wire guardian here and I pull this tight, just like that. And you want it pulled up pretty close to your wire guardian. You don't want there to be a lot of slack, but you don't want this to be stick straight either. It's got to have a little bit of movement. So mine's a little tight actually. I'm going to loosen it just a tad, but not a lot. But I want there to be, I want it to hang pretty. I don't want it to be like poked out like a poker. But you just don't, there can't be a lot of slack in there either, or your beads are going to just, you're going to see the wire, and you don't want that. Alright, so here we are again. We need to get the two little wires side by side. I think they are. And I'm going to crimp this down. Just like that. And then I'm going to turn it sideways. And holding that still, hopefully, I'm going to go in and just crimp it. Close it up. It's not wanting to sit still. It's wanting to twist on me. There we go. Got it. Okay. And now we can trim this. Alright, and there, I know that was a lot of work. It felt like a lot of work to me too. There is our little focal piece. My wire guardian. There we go. Alright, so now we've got our chain here. And this is the simple part. All we're going to do now is take our little oval jump ring, hook it through our wire guardian, hook it through our chain, and close it up. And you want to make sure you get this jump ring closed up really good, because this chain, if you're using small chain like me, this is tiny and you don't want it slipping out. Okay, there we go. So there's one side. Let's go ahead and do the same over here. Just go ahead and close it up. And there we have it. I like it. Okay, so now we're just going to put our ending on. So we will take our jump ring here, hook this right on the chain, and I could clasp my lobster right to this one if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to add the other one on. I don't know, it's just prettier. Close that up. And we'll do the other side. I hope this jump ring will fit through that chain. It looks kind of fatter. We'll see. If not, I can grab out another one, but hopefully it'll go through. I sat down here last night, came up with all kinds of ideas, but man, implementing them today has been kind of hard. I don't know why. Some days things just don't don't flow smooth, and this is one of them. Seems like. All right. So there we go. Make sure it's closed up real good. And here is our Siren song necklace. That's what I'm going to call it, because it's using the Siren kit from Let's Be Mermaids mainly. But yeah, I really like it. I think it turned out really cute. So, oh my goodness, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for the bloopers. Please subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will link the Siren or Jesse James link so you can check out their mermaid kits, and I will link the bead shop, and you can check out the bead shop in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.